Whatever! What really gave it another Ace Attorney. Vidya. Anyway, then... Where in the world did this knife come from? Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? Carmen Santiago, excuse me. I had to think on that for a second. Like, wait, no, it's Carmen Santiago. Where in the world does this knife come from? Where in the world, indeed? If it pleases the court, I would like for us to recall the room of the defendant, Mr. Matt on guard. On guard. Especially it was on top of his table. There's something missing. Perhaps it is a single knife? Why's everything gotta be gold in there? There's gold in them there hotel rooms. Fuck. I'm gonna smack myself in the face with my back scratcher. It's a bear claw. No, that's the brain, it's bear claw. It also does look like a bear claw. It's rather oxidized. I didn't say rusty, I said oxidized. Had it turned green. We investigated the leftover dishes for fingerprints, and while we were investigating, we came to the conclusion that Mr. Matt Onguard's knife was missing. Mr. Onguard had gone to the victim's room with the knife he had used during dinner. Why would he carry a knife on a visit? To kill, of course. Or if he was like me, just absent-minded. Sorry I left rooms not realizing I was holding something. Or I'll just leave something that I meant to take with me. I left my iPad in the bathroom many times. And with that, I believe the prosecution has proven this was a premeditated murder. Poopy. Amazing, Mr. Edgeworth. Absolutely brilliant. A brilliantly clear deduction. I am hungry. Seems like Edgeworth had this plan from the very beginning. This must be one of those traps, and I just walked headlong into it. Not like I had a choice. Murder weapon with fingerprints on a button from the victim's costume. There is quite a sizable amount of evidence here. I could safely say that any further deliberation is a waste of your Honor's time. Although, I wouldn't mind if the defense were to present evidence not yet shown to the court. Evidence not yet shown? It means evidence that the court hasn't seen yet. In other words, new evidence. What does the defense have to say about this, Mr. Wright? Well, hey, next. The judge is favoring the prosecution right now. We insist something wrong here. The gavel of his will be ringing out to the sound of our defeat. Mr. Wright, do you have something important and necessary to present to this court? I think I do, but I don't remember. Yeah, I do. There's one piece of evidence that catches my attention. Something that this court is yet to see. Mr. Wright, I will say this one more time. I do not feel this trial needs to continue at all. However, I am giving you one chance, and only one. What the judge is saying, right? Please don't try pulling one of your usual bluffs here. Goodness, it's up its curtains for all of us. You may now present one and only one piece of evidence. Look at that, the entire health bar. If I fuck up, he'll smack me in the nuts with his gavel. Now then, what is this important evidence that you must show the court? Well... Not the guy, man, you boob. The, wine glass there. Everything else is a mess, but that... It strikes me as... odd. Take that! This is a wine glass, is it not? Please look at the photo of the crime scene one more time. The scene is a mess because of the victim's struggle against its assailant. The vase was broken, his makeup all over the floor. These were all things that were at one point sitting on top of the dresser. Well, yes, I see your point. However, this glass that is sitting on top of the dresser is mysteriously untouched. Anything that had not fallen over along with everything else is this wine glass. This piece of evidence is more than strange enough to warrant further consideration. Well, what do you want to say? Well, yes, it is a little peculiar. Yeah, isn't it? I thought it was. You could stop looking at me with those puppy dog eyes of yours now, Mr. Edward. What is it, Your Honor? Your opinion? You don't need my opinion, because there is no special meaning to that glass. What? It's safe to say that the glass was set there after the crime took place. By the person who discovered the body, Adrian Andrews, for example. She could have easily been so shocked that she set the glass down without thinking. That does sound very plausible, Mr. Wright. Could Miss Andrews really have set that glass down without thinking? There's no way. Not her. If I appear weak here, the trial is over. I can look for my proof later. For now, I should trust my instinct and point with certainty. You just may fall for it if you're thought-provoking enough. The defense would like to challenge the prosecution's theory. We would like to see something that proves it was Ms. Andrews who set the cup on the table. You turned the situation on its head yet again, as usual. Almost as if you should trust me, Judgy Wudgy. Mr. Edgeworth, do you have any proof to back up your claim? There's no way he had any. He's just bluffing. Well, like Mr. Wright, I never say anything unless I have the evidence to support it. What? You're not thinking hard enough today, right? Did you think this wine glass escaped my notice? And of course it has been thoroughly inspected for fingerprints. Fingerprints? There were only one set of fingerprints off on this wine glass. Only one? Well, whose were they? They were not the victims nor the defendants. Rather, they were one Adrian Andrews. What? That is why I said that the person who had discovered the body had left it there. Are we done here, Mr. Wright? Can't believe I fell into another trap. Ms. Andrews was probably holding the glass when she went to see Mr. Corrida. But upon seeing his dead body, she was stunned and set the glass down in the dresser. What you just said makes a lot of sense. Now do you see, Wright? You can't change any part of my scenario as it explains everything all too well. I thought long and hard this past year about what it means to be a prosecutor. From here on out, I will show you the answer I have come to discover. Well, wait a second, Mr. Edgeworth. I think the prosecution has provided enough evidence for me to enter my verdict. Unfortunately, I cannot allow you to pass judgment yet. Prosecution is yet another witness we would like the court to hear from. Another witness? Yes, bailiff. Please bring in the next witness. What in the world is Mr. Edgeworth thinking? It's Edgeworth, who... Galmay. No! Not windbag! Oh, old bag. Oopsie! Anyway. Now then, witness, please state your name and occupation. Witness, your name and occupation, please. I'm really glad that's not a real gun. Gotcha! Grr. I wonder what happened to that calm composure he had earlier. Oh, edgy boy, it's been a year since we last met, hasn't it? You should be more happy to see me. Well, my grandmother's not like that. She's happily married her. I asked her when she dropped that bombshell on me that I couldn't remember how long they've been married. She never answered. I want to say 60, 70 years. Let's see. I think they got married in their 20s. They're in their 90s now. Yeah! 70. 70 sounds right. How do you have a lifelong marriage like that? I don't fucking know. I saw the report with her testimony, but who knew that under the helmet? It was the Wicked Witch of the Witness Stand. I tell you, this time I know what I'm supposed to do. So today I'm going to tell you anything and everything. Even things I don't have to do with that terrible crime. Ms. Witness, that terrible crime is all this court needs to know. Oof. Shush, I'm talking to my dear edgy wedgie right now. Don't interrupt us, Gramps. Yes, madam. No, please, by all means, interrupt her. Please! Anyway. Witness, your testimony, please. It's truth they say that youth are hot-headed nowadays. I thought I minded all, edgy. Now then, what should I start with? The witness was on security detail at the hotel on the night of the murder. Is this correct, Ms. Oldbag? It was a great job being able to see my dear Iwan. It was almost too much for my little heart to handle. You mean, you weren't a fan of the victim? Look, everyone was crazy over that on guard, saying he's cute in a fresh way or something. But not me. I wouldn't say anything so silly. After all, I have no interest in a little child like him. I'm only interested in a real man, Juan Corrida. But those two were the same age. Not that you could tell. Not that you could tell. He looks to be in his 30s or 40s. He looks to be a teenager. And he looks to be a werewolf. I'm sorry. But seriously, wouldn't he look well as a werewolf? In a movie? I don't know. Yeah. And Samus Aran here. Let's see. Oh, he's only 24. Shit. So he's the oldest one here in this selection. And I would assume she's the youngest. Weird how they show the ages, but that never really comes into play so far. I don't think it ever does. So far, I don't know. Maybe it comes into play in Apollo Justice. I don't know. Anyway, as I was saying, I was pacing in front of his room that night. Very well. Please tell the court what you witnessed the night of the murder. Murder! Leave it to me, edgy fool. Witness testimony. What you witnessed? Anyway, after the ceremony, I went to pace around in the hallway in front of his room. There was something I was interested in finding out, you know. Well, since I was on the job, I made sure to keep a good eye out the whole time. That's when someone showed up. It was a man coming out of poor Juan's room. It was on guard, man on guard. He's trying to sneak his way out of Juan's room. So Mr. On Guard came out from the victim's room. See? Has to be him. He's the murderer. I see. Well, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. What you witnessed. You saw my client? Are you sure about that? Yes, see? Really? Annoying brat. When I say I saw someone, I saw that person. Why do I get a sense of deja vu? Maybe the Lord of repeat last year should delve into this a bit further. Please tell the court about the man's cause in more detail. What a troublesome man you are, really. Is there something like that really matters? Really, is there something like that matters? Ow, sorry. But it does. Now what was it? Oh, yeah. It was that thing. What thing? Oh, that gaudy thing he's always wearing, the racing jacket. Ah, he was wearing it at the detention center, too. That thing's meant for nothing but seducing women out of their pantaloons. Men. Yeah, right. So, Mr. Wright, was this testimony just now important or relevant in any way? It was very important. Of course it was important, Your Honor. And perhaps you would like to point out what part of that testimony was important. Don't you see it, Edgeworth? Your Honor, I request what the witness said about the jacket be appended to her testimony. I don't quite see where you're going with this, but alright, witness please. Ah well, I don't like to badmouth anyone without reading, but if I must. Ha! Interesting. Because if he was wearing that, then how did the button end up in his Akama? Take that! Oh, yeah, objection. I forgot my wording. Miss Old Bag? What? Don't say my name for no reason. You know what this is? Yeah, it's a button number 2. It's button number 2 on the German Ninja's costume. Now I know she's an obsessed fan. She identified it in a single glance. Give it here! Give it here! If you don't give it to me, I'll punish you with this. Gra-ta-ta-ta. Wow, she really is a die-hard fan of what I'm button covered in blood. I mean, I'm a fan of many people, just not bloodthirsty like that, damn. A simple... what's the word? A simple autograph will do. I'm not the type to sell it, okay? Sentimental value and all that. Oh, fuck. This button was discovered on Mr. Ungar's body during a full body search. See? See? This button proves beyond a shadow of a doubt it was the rascal on guard. It was caught up in the pleats of his nickel samurai Hakama pants. See? See? And on guard is the nickel samurai. Witness? No, it may just be me, and I do have an active imagination. But just now, didn't you say that the defendant, Man on guard was wearing his usual racing jacket. I'm so sorry. Sorry that you judge people based on what they wear. If I wore the trendiest dress... Now hold your tongue still there for 1 second. So what you saw in actuality was not Mr. On Guard, the man, but Mr. On Guard, the Nickel Samurai? Well, when you think about it, they're really one and the same anyway. There's old bag, this is a very important point we're talking about. Edgy poo, do you think so too? Well, it might be something worth considering. Just say it's important to agree with me for a change. Witness, think carefully, and try to remember as much as you can before you testify. Alright, if you insist. I should be the one sighing, not you! On guard, yes, now I remember. The Nickel Samurai, that's right, it was the Nickel Samurai I saw. Yes, it would have been convenient for him to wear this costume during the murder. He had to go through that post-ceremony stage show right after the crime, you know. So he must have worn the Nickel Samurai costume when he was stabbing poor one. I knew it. I knew you'd say he was inside that costume. What? Did you think there could have been someone else inside that costume? Don't be a bad little boy, I think you such rude things. But the possibility does exist. Youngins today, I told you, there's no way it was anyone else. How do you know that? Because I said so, and what I say is the truth. I hate people like that! I also hate people that are fucking... Oh... What's the word? Hypocrite. Because when I say, hey, I agree with that based on my own experiences. And like, well, that doesn't mean it's true because it's based on your experiences. It's what I experienced. But when someone else said it, oh, then they're completely in agreement. What the fuck? I forget what it was, but I was like, based on my own experiences, it's not been the case, but I didn't say it was fact. I said based on my own experiences. I haven't noticed this. Like, these people make no sense. If I can't base it on my own experience, what do you want me to base it on? This is what I experienced. This is what I know. Good Lord. Oh yeah, you know, I want to take a brief moment, now that I'm thinking about it. I was attacked in another survey today. It was, for that Fredbear's game. Fredbear's Mega Roleplay. So, one of the minigames, there's a reason I haven't been doing tutorials, just because the minigames just are bullshit. Like, they're not balanced correctly. Way too difficult. Just, I feel like they should have taken more time to figure that out first. For example, the scrap animatronics I couldn't really do. because it doesn't work properly on console. I pointed that out before and I was flat out ignored. Later on, people were talking about it, and I'm like, well, it doesn't work. Like, it doesn't work on console. I was ridiculed, basically told, oh, go play in PC or mobile. They're like, why? I shouldn't have to. Like, not all games have consoles where this one clearly does, since it clearly shows the buttons. Like, Xbox and PS4 it works the same on both. I watched my brother play it on his Xbox. It works the same on both. Like, I'm just getting ridiculed and all that. Like what the fuck? So, like a few days ago, I went to play it. After a while, and Amazon Punch had it, so I'm just going around looking around. I find a new minigame. I'm guessing it was for the Happy Frog and pork patch, pig patch, whatever, the pig. I'm guessing it was for. I'm not bad at rhythm-based minigames, but the controls are shit. It's divided between both of my hands. It starts off simple. It immediately bumps up the difficulty beyond unreasonable means. Like, holy fuck. The first one, it's simple. Second one, really hard. With that control scheme. Third one, it's just bullshit no matter the control scheme. Like, what the fuck? And my friend even tried it on computer, and it was still bullshit because it also makes him split his hands across the keyboard. What the fuck? That wasn't on that day that I had him try. It was like a few days later. But the thing about it is, like, I just got really mad because at this point I'm thinking, okay, they're not even trying with these mini games. Like, what the fuck? This is just bullshit and unfair. Like, it was so much better without the mini games, just figuring out puzzles in the overworld. That was so much better. They had a few mini games, but they weren't bullshit. They were reasonable. Like, good lord. So I kind of went on a rant in the server for that game, the Discord server. And people are getting mad at me, right? And I start calming down after that, and I do apologize, because, like, maybe I did go a bit too far, but fuck, I was frustrated because I was being ignored, I was being ridiculed. Like, it doesn't work properly. Apparently the devs never saw what I said. And they didn't even know I was being ridiculed either, and they were mad about that. I was told to, like, apparently it wasn't clear enough what I said when they looked at it. When they looked at it, I mean. So they said to, like, make me do a video. So I did. I pointed out that I could only recreate a portion of it. Simply pausing disables the cursor, and it just locks up the game. Part 2 of that, it will just randomly disable as I play it. But that one's harder to recreate because it's at random. The other thing is, I was trying to find a certain animatronic. They kind of goofed. They had 2 actions on the same thing, on the same page, on the same button on the same page. But I guess they fixed that, so I couldn't find that. Also, I showcased the guitar ringing and like pointed out my criticism on it too while I was at it. I uploaded it's unlisted because I didn't think that needed to be public. It's unlisted. I posted it, and a few people are getting on me about pinging. I was told to do that. I was only doing what I was told, and some person was like, I hate this guy. He's an entitled asshole. I'm like, what the hell? What did I do to you? I'm only doing what I was told. Because I'm like, I hate you too. I did nothing to you. Like, why are you attacking me out of nowhere? I'm not looking for trouble. You can back off now. I'm just not going to sit here idly by while you insult me. We were both told to stop, and when he replied again, I thought, you know what? You know what? I don't even care what you have to say. I'm blocking you. Because I replied to that. I guess it was a mod. I'm like, I'm not. I blocked him. I'm done with him. Then another mod popped up. Like, something wrong. Like, is somebody bothering you? I'm like, yeah. Attacked me for no reason. I was just doing what I was told to do. Because like, just because you're told to do so, that doesn't mean it gives you the right to do it. Like, what? Yeah, that's exactly how that works. If I'm told by authority to do something, that gives me the right to do it because I have to do it because authority. Like if a cop told me to go rob a store, no, that's entrapment. They can't do that. But that's not this case. This case, it was a mod. They do have a rule against pinging, but that was the first time I ever pinged, and people are getting their shorts on them not. Like, if it's excessive, okay, then give your warning, but whatever. I get the rule. But I really didn't care, because I was told to do this. So I keep telling you, I don't know what to tell you. I was told. Not lying. Of course, it backfired on the guy. Because one of the members was like, you started this. I don't know what the guy was saying, and I had him blocked. But the guy was like, didn't you start this? Because he did. I did absolutely nothing. And he just starts slandering, like, what the fuck? Where am I entitled? No, the people on E6, they're entitled. Hey, I don't have to see your comments. Black eyes. Like, fuck off. It's an adult website. If you can't handle the comments, why are you looking at the content? And people are entitled to their opinion. So fuck off about your blacklist. You can blacklist people too. But anyway, yeah. It's like shit. So yeah, I was told that they would look into it. But man, some of those... I do have problems with the original animatronics minigame. It's a... remember the sequence? But you're not given nearly enough time. 30 seconds, fine. That's fine for 4. But you have to go across the room. But they add 2 each time, so then it's 6. That's fine. Like, I wrote it down. I actually wrote it down. So then when I got to the final 2 that I was adding, I wrote those down quickly and I went to do it. It didn't give me nearly enough time. Like, shit, I have to go all the way across the room. 30 seconds is not enough time. Like I said, I still stand by that. They're a little too ambitious with what they're doing. They need to step back, think it through more. Anyway, at least she's just as delightful a witness as she was a year ago. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Oh, I saw. I'm good. Yes, now I remember. The Nickel Samurai, that's right. It was the Nickel Samurai that I saw. Yes, it would have been convenient for him to wear his costume during the... Oh, wait, I already read all that. So let me ask you one last time. The person you saw, it really was the Nickel Samurai? As showy as ever. Haven't I been saying that from the very beginning? Can I tell him, Natalia? You don't need to think too hard on this one. There's a contradiction in her testimony. It's sitting in plain sight. Question is what that contradiction means for us. We'll have to figure out what you're talking about first, but okay. Wearing a glove and a wooden hand. Reminding me a little bit of Yoshimitsu from Soul Calibur. Yes, the Yoshimitsus from Soul Calibur and Tekken are related. The Yoshimitsu in Tekken is the ancestor of the one from, or descended from the one from Soul Calibur. So what do I present? Oh, the knife. Yeah. Fingerprints. But if he was wearing the costume, his hands would have gone. He wouldn't have lost fingerprints. Objection! Please take a look at this. Yeah, so it's a knife. Big deal. If you're trying to scare me with that, I'll have you know it won't work. Oh no, that's not my intention at all. That's the knife that was used in the murder, correct? Your Honor, do you know why this piece of evidence is important to this case? Don't even have to ask. Because the defendant's fingerprints are on it. Is that what you're driving at? That's exactly what I'm driving at. What are we driving at? And whose car are we driving? God damn it. If Mr. OnGuard was really in the Nickel Samurai costume at the time of the murder, then it's impossible for his fingerprints to have been left on this knife. Actually, he would have wiped all previous fingerprints on this knife right off. Oh, that's right. The Nickel Samurai wears gloves, doesn't he? He probably took his gloves off before he began the stabbing. I was gonna bring something up, but Wright's right in this case. Even if he wasn't wearing the costume prior when he was eating, Yes, fingerprints would be on it, but when he put that on and then had it closed, he would have wiped those off. So yeah. And why would he do something like that to leave his prints on the murder weapon? There's no way he would do something like that. However, there's one possibility. Then let's hear your possibility. It's very simple. The defendant went into the victim's room while in costume as a nickel samurai. At the time, the victim held no defendant held no intent to murder. God fucking damn it! He's probably just going to relax and talk with the victim about the stage show, which is why he took his gloves off. But the murder still did take place. It's well known that there was bad blood between the defendant and the victim. Yes. I've had bad blood with a lot of people. Doesn't mean I wanted to kill them. Sure, I guess that would be a motive, but still. Shit, if one of my bullies died and I was a prime suspect, and I was near the area that it happened, it would make me a prime suspect. But I didn't do it. I don't wish death on them. Well, except for maybe like 2 or 3. And a certain someone that got me kicked from... that made me lose like so much on Discord. Whatever, I'm over it. Well, not really, and I'm past it. Pisses me off that even happened in the first place. Pisses me off that Raiden would even believe him. When he knows I'm not like that. Like, fuck's sake. Whatever. Yes, I have heard that before. Well, Mr. Wright, what do you have to say about Mr. Edgeworth's theory? So let me get this straight. Edgeworth's theory goes like this. When the defendant went to the victim's room, he had no intention of killing him. Now, up to this point, are there any problems with this theory? There's a contradiction. This theory contradicts something in an earlier testimony. What are you babbling about? Now, for argument's sake, let's suppose Mr. On-Guard was the killer. If that's the case, I think it's possible for the killer to have gone to the victim's room without intent. This knife. This was used by Mr. On-Guard at dinner. Yes, we did establish that. Which means that if my client was in fact the killer, then he brought this knife with him when he went to visit Mr. Cornita. I suppose. However, you just said it yourself. At that time, the defendant held no intent to murder. If that were true, then why would he bring a knife? He wouldn't, would he? Which means, Mr. Edgeworth, your theory was flawed from supposition 1. And one more thing. If the murderer was wearing this costume at the time of the murder, then there should be glove marks left on the knife. Which means the defendant's fingerprints shouldn't be all over like bees on a hive. That brings me to my final point. This knife was planted by the real killer to hide their identity and mislead us. Order! Order, I say! Order in the court! We're out of time! Gotta go to the next video. I'm out of time, Kobolds. Till next time, I'm Ryuiki, and, goodbye!